You're just back with another video, and finally, I've been looking forward to this series. I completely almost forgot that it was coming out this month. I thought it was coming out like next month. I don't know why, but a friend of mine's reminded me that this was out, and I had to go check this out. Black Summer is pretty much apocalyptic event that happens. You know, people are coming back to life. It's a zombie story essentially. But let's get into these characters that they introduce. First character that they introduce is Rose. And we spend a lot of time with Rose, at least like almost 20 minutes with Rose. She has a family. She has a husband and a daughter, and it starts off with them trying to get to the military because they have these the safe zone in this the stadium, and they're trying to get there, but they get halted. They get stopped by one of these officers, you know, one of these military men, because the husband is actually injured, and when that goes down, you know, they lose their daughter, and she's really trying to just find her daughter, and she knows her daughter's in that safe zone. So that's her whole, you know, her whole character pretty much. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do with her character. I feel like I really like her character, you know, how they're setting her up to because at first she seems like a damsel in distress, but you know, I think she has to grow on her own, and she comes across a character that I'll talk about later on in this video. Next, we got Ryan. Not too much going on with Ryan. He's kind of like Connie from The Walking Dead. He's deaf, you know. It's going to be interesting to see what he's going to bring to the table. We didn't see that much of him. They probably showed like 5 minutes of him, honestly. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how long he survives and what he's going to end up bringing to the table, because I think Ryan is probably pretty smart. You know, he's a strategist. Well, we're going to have to wait to find out. But another interesting character is Barbara. Now, Barbara, we're introduced. She's sitting in this car, and she gets approached by this man that's trying to steal her car. And something happens in between that time. But something is off about Barbara. I think she's also got something like a hidden past or something like that, a dark past or something like that. But I'll be looking out for her in this series, most definitely. Then we get introduced to another character, Lance, where his character kind of connects with Ryan's character in this episode. If you notice, the chick that's on his right, yeah, the chick that's on his right, you know, she gets smacked by a car. And I really like this touch because I never see this in a zombie like movie or you know, or a TV show, like them actually showing you what from their perspective, how they turn, what goes through their mind. And something's weird about these different zombies. It's kind of like they have a consciousness a little bit, you know, or they're kind of self-aware. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But let's get into my favorite character that they showed off so far, is Spears. Now, when we're introduced to Spears, you know, he's in military custody, so you know he's done some shit, or they want something from him, and I think he's going to be a huge key to this overall story. And I'm interested to see what his real name is, though, because yeah, he pretty much, you know, stole somebody's identity, but like, what is his real past? What is his real purpose of being in military custody and whatnot? And I really like his character. But then we get to the last bit of this episode, the checkpoint. And the checkpoint is pretty much just everybody, all the characters that we've met so far. You know, at this checkpoint, they're trying to get through this one area. I don't know why. I don't know what's in this area, but all shit breaks loose here. You know, people get left. It's a really interesting take on the zombie apocalypse type of story, and I'm really hoping that this is not that generic type of zombie story. But that's all I got for this video. Show me some love. I might do another episode review, or I might just do a whole season overview, whatever. But let me know, and I'll check y'all in the next video.
I want when they see me, they know that every day when I'm breathing, it's for us to go farther. I gotta do more than just the average man would do. I gotta set a mark that can't nobody touch. A place that I won't go, and I feel as though if you got love and you putting out real shit, you can do that. If you kicking that shit from your heart, you can go wherever your heart wants you to go. You have to be diligent about what you want. You have to apply yourself. You have to motivate yourself. And you have to do it for yourself, by yourself. And then you can do things for other people.